Miss March!
Miss Cat! The muffin you ordered is on the kitchen table! Thank you, Professor. Christopher Columbus! Another publisher! Another rejection?
I have no idea. I do not read your letters, but they keep arriving and I keep bringing them to you.
And I keep hoping.
We all keep hoping for your success, Miss March. This entire boarding house keeps hoping. You have us all on edge.
My dear Miss March, I've read your story. Well, he's read it. Unfortunately, I found your tale to be tasteless and vulgar. Not at all suitable for my readers. My advice to you.
My advice to you is to return home and have babies. This is what women are made for.
22.
22?
22 rejections since I've been in New York. They all say the same thing. Go home. Give up.
F. Putnam is an idiot. His words are stupid.
Putnam is one of the most powerful publishers in the city.
You must not lose faith, Miss March. There will be someone who will like your stories. I am certain of it.
Professor Bayard, is it possible I could read my story to you? Oh, I would so respect your opinion.
Yes, of course.
Actually, it's one of my best. It's a mean and stormy night. The moors are bleak and bloody. Thunder claps, lightning strikes. The fair woman, her clothes in disarray, races across the wild coastline. Now she stops. Now she runs. Will she escape? Will she be caught? With bold determination, the villainous aristocrat, grasping Prendergast, lurches for her. There's no escape. She's but a child, and yet she turns to fight with eyes ablaze. His gaze unafraid. She will not be defied. Keep away from me, you wretch!
I do not keep away. No beauty falls when your passion ignites me. I've heart to hold you.
Fly you,
Not to have you.
let me buy you.
Close,
Don't come too close.
close.
Don't come too close. And at that moment, Rodrigo appears in magnificent splendor.
I'm not good, villain. I am your destiny. Your bitter is full. You stole what was rightly mine 10 long years ago. You left me cold, alone and forgotten. Now I'm back to settle the score.
Tell me, what is it you are writing here?
Blood and gut stuff. It's all the rage. The magazines and periodicals are full of it.
Violence and seduction on every
Read
page.
Shakespeare. Read history. Read the newspapers.
It is getting late. Perhaps it is best we pursue this some other time.
No, I want to know what you think, Professor.
Blood and gut stuff? What do you think Savard wants to hear? If I have noticed nothing else about you, Miss Marsh, I have noticed you are unique. Something you should try not to forget. I think you could do better.
Better. Well, who are you anyway? An aging German professor, what, close to 50?
I am 34.
34? Well, you look a lot older.
I worry a lot.
And just what do you worry about,
How
Professor?
to avoid a conversation such as this. I will go to dinner. Miss March, since you have been here 6 weeks now, is it? You shout, you rant, you upset the whole order of this boarding house. I am a serene and peaceful man.
You're aloof. You're arrogant.
Arrogant, Miss March. I spoke my mind as you spoke yours. Obviously, it was not appreciated on either side.
Well, obviously, my stories were a great success in Concord. Better than what? Better than this dazzling plot. Better, this story will be my king here. Which praise is better blood, guts, 2 massacres, a mass ball, and several heart-wrenching scenes. Over the lights, the crowd will hush. We'll start the overture and Beth will surely blush. When her finger makes you bleed, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe, do I die again in this one?
Yes, that he will die like none before. What will shatter when your body is no more? Rodrigo makes you bleed. Christmas will exceed our finest dreams. Now, yes, Clarissa, holy passion is Clarissa. This tragedy depends upon the fire in your eyes. And Beth, when you're the mother, you'll be known, you'll be pure. Our hearts will melt the moment mother cries. Let us begin. Aha!
Mother, dear mother, do not cry.
No angry expression from the heart. Mother! Oh, no, dear mother, do not cry.
Mother, oh no, dear. Joe, I'm teased and ridiculed at school, and all that concerns you is your silly little tragedy.
I know you're tired. I know it's hard. But we will triumph when Rodrigo yells out loud. Our success is guaranteed. Christmas will be thrilling. Christmas will be gory. Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe!
I have made an important decision today. As you all know, I've been writing stories forever, with much satisfaction, and people seem to like what I write.
We love you, Joe.
Absolutely. So, I decided I'm going to become a world-renowned writer. I shall write Greek books and earn barrels of money and give you all everything you've ever dreamed of.
Joe, do anything!
But we must promise to remain just as we are, solid like a fortress. And no matter whatever happens, we have to promise to always be the 4 March sisters forever. Forever! Come, let's rehearse. You will have me and you I'm ready to take a bow. This was reading my song about Christmas tree. My dearest Mama, there will be Christmas after all. Will they sing our Someone give me a task to do. I want you to bring Father. I shall write President Lincoln tonight. Another.
I want you to get Annie Moffat to invite me to her St. Valentine's Day ball.
I'll wring her bloody little neck if she doesn't.
I want you to get us a Christmas tree.
Rodrigo will chop one down immediately.
Where?
There, across the road.
But that's on Mr. Lawrence's property. You'll go to prison for it.
Prison. What care I for prison?
Joe is an incredible human being. Look, it's Mr. Lawrence. He's just standing there at the window glaring out.
Well, we needed socks and blankets for the Soldiers' Aid Society, and a letter came from Father.
A letter from Father? Bring it to us, Marmee.
Where's Joe?
She's outside. Read the letter, Marmee.
We'll wait for Joe.
She may be ours.
I want to hear all the things you did today.
Charlotte's business, and first this together.
Rodrigo has returned.
Joe! Marmee, where did you get that tree?
I borrowed it from Mr. Lawrence.
Joe, you didn't.
He took it for us, Marmee.
And you'll take it back immediately.
Take it back? But that's like bringing back a chicken after you've chopped off its head.
Do let us keep it.
It's Christmas, Marmee.
No, destroying someone else's property.
Well, we could give it to the Hummels. They have so little.
Good. We'll give it to the Hummels. But what about Mr. Lawrence?
What's about him?
Mr. Lawrence!
Yes, Mr. Lawrence. You.
Me?
You chopped down my perfect Douglas fir. I should have you arrested.
I'll make it up to you, sir.
With what?
I'll plant 6 more.
12
And I'll chop your firewood for a few days.
weeks. And I hope such incidents never happens again. You have ruined my day.
He loves his trees. I'm Theodore Lawrence III, but everyone calls me Laurie. I've come to live here in Concord. I can play the piccolo, I can sleep standing up, and I won a medal for holding my breath for nearly 3 minutes before passing out. I think that was terrifically daring of you chopping down grandfather's tree. Well, goodbye.
Theodore Lawrence III. Would you mind delivering this tree to the Hummels?
Joe.
I don't mind at all.
He doesn't mind.
Just point me in the direction.
He lived half a mile down the road. The red house with the broken shingles.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Joe, you must think before you act on every whim.
I just want us all to have a wonderful Christmas, Marmee.
A letter's come from Father.
Christopher Columbus.
To read the letter, Marmee.
My dear wife, the war goes on, and the end seems nowhere in sight. The days are difficult and long, but I am well.
He's well.
Still, it's very lonely away from my dear ones, especially lonely as Christmas is approaching. Each night in my tent, I think of my precious girls.
He thinks of us.
Give them all of my love, and give them a sweet kiss. Tell them to be good girls, faithful and hard-working, and to conquer that which is disagreeable. And then, so that when I return, I will be fonder and prouder than ever of my little women. Why are we looking so glum? Do we have an operatic tragedy to perform or not?
We do.
Then there's work to do. We have costumes to complete. And we'll have an oleo curtain for you to paint.
And will you perform something for us, Marmee?
Do, Marmee.
I'll write something thrilling with passion and daring.
Yes, I will. We'll make this the best Christmas ever. We March women are invincible. Let's get to work.
I'll get my paint. I'll look for a costume for Marmee.
I'll design the handbill. Still don't know why we couldn't have kept the tree.
My dear husband, write a letter, be inventive, tell you everything is fine, be attentive to the distance
Nobody made
There, Joe, it's barely noticeable.
We've got to go. Yes. And I'll tell everyone at the ball how very sweet you were to give me your beautiful veil. Good night, Laurie. Beth, if anyone should call for us, you're at the ball. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a wonderful evening. Amy, think about what you said. And when Joe comes home, you can apologize. Now come, let's get ready for bed. Amy,
Coming.
I'm Laurie's tutor. Come, Laurie.
Sir, you've taken my dance card.
Your dance card? Oh, is this yours? Sorry. So you're Margaret March?
Yes, I am.
It's a splendid party, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Quite lovely. So you're from Boston?
Actually, Maine.
I've never been to Maine.
You should go. It's beautiful. Country. Very primitive.
I like primitive.
Really?
Mr. Brooke is a romantic.
Is that true?
Well, no. I read Keats and Shelley.
So do I.
You read Keats and Shelley?
All the time. Christopher Columbus.
Would you like to dance, Miss March?
Meg. We were just about to join the ladies at the salon. I'd be delighted, Mr. Brooke. Excuse us, Joe. Okay, did you just see that? What is it with you and that smile?
You
make me beam.
You look ridiculous.
You're looking very fetching tonight.
Fetching. Really?
So tell me, when you're not attending balls, what do you do?
I write blood and gut stories. I make extraordinary plans. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to meet famous writers and revolutionaries. What about you? What do you do? Mommy says you're all alone in the world. No mother or father. That must be awful for you.
It's not awful. I've got a cranky old grandfather and I've got a cat. And I've got,
What?
well, I was hoping to say you.
Me? Oh, you don't have to.
I know I have no right, but sometimes late at night, I watch you in that attic, pacing back and forth like a maniac. I've never met a girl like you, anyone at all like you. This is very nice, such a lovely party. The music sounds so thrilling. It makes a person feel like dancing. I'm very good. I won a medal for boxing at school.
Boxing? Well, I don't dance, and besides, I got a patch on the back of my dress.
Actually, see?
No?
No. I like it. That patch start a whole new fashion. Dance with me tonight, and I guarantee, by next spring, every girl in Concord will be wearing a patch on her dress. We could do 100 things, do anything you please. We could fly, do wings, across the seven seas. Oh, best to get it now, girl, but no, if you'll take a chance on me. We could have 1,000 stars and send them on a thing. We could leave Earth to Mars and make the planet spin. If you wanted to, all the things you've ever dreamed of, come on, take a chance on me. We could be such friends are never lonely. All I know is books. Books are solitary, but I see you every day. How you live in your own way, and you make me wanna dare to take a chance on you.
All right. You say you want a medal? Let's box.
You box?
Ready?
I must warn you, I got a medal for boxing at school.
This is how you win medals.
Gonna live your dreams, gonna believe if you dare, you win. We're gonna go to such extremes. There's so much we can share. We'll circle the world all we love, and we'll live in our own way. And I'll see you every day. We'll be the best of friends. When you take a chance on me. Well, what do you say? Try me?
I challenge you to a skating race tomorrow at the pond. Come on.
We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of. 'Cause you'll take a chance, yes, you'll take a chance. But they take a chance on me.
Laurie, we're home. Meg.
Excuse me, Mrs. March. John Brooke, Laurie's tutor. We were dancing and the ankle may be sprained. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good evening. evening began very strangely, but ended magnificently. Good night.
Good night. Can you walk on it?
It's nothing, Marmee. Tell us about the ball. Well, I tried to do all these ladylike things, Marmee, but they went unnoticed. Except for Mr. Lawrence's grandson. And poor Meg. No one even asked her to dance, but that pompous Mr. Brooke.
He danced divinely. I had a wonderful time. In fact, I had the best time of my life. I may have left here a girl, but I came home a woman. A woman? What's she talking about?
She's being silly, Marmee.
Get ready for bed, girls. It's been a long day for all of us.
Beth, darling, look what I got for you. A truffle.
Thank you, Joe. Good night, Marm.
Good night. Amy.
I'm sorry for the things I said, Joe.
And for you, Miss March, a petticoat. A little squashed, but still edible. Thank you.
Come in, Joe.
Oh, I just want to put the finishing touches on my story, Marmee.
Don't be too long and see that the fire is out.
Amy? Amy!
Joe, what happened?
Amy, where are you?
What is it?
Amy? What did you do to my story?
Nothing, I just...
What did you do? I was working on that story day and night.
I burned it!
You what?
And I'm glad I did! Amy, I ought to choke you!
Joe, no!
Go on! I bear my note to you!
Girls, stop it! Back to bed now! What's gotten into you both?
She started my story.
Amy, what did you do?
She deserved it!
Joe, no, she did not deserve it. You did an intolerable thing.
Marmee,
You destroyed what meant the world to Joe.
Joe has everything!
what do I have? I wear dresses with patches on them. I write a story that my sister burns.
You could have given me the invitation!
The invitation was meant for me.
Amy, your time will come.
No, my time will never come. I'm always last. I'm always forgotten. I'm never invited anywhere.
I have nothing special!
That's enough. Now both of you look at me. I can't demand you two love one another, but I do demand you live together with respect.
I hate the way I look. I hate this nightgown. It was mine.
I want something that's mine!
I'm so sorry, Joe.
It's not your fault. But you did give birth to her.
Child, she wants to have what you have.
She's not just a child. She's a demon in a child's body.
If I could bring back your story, I would.
Your writing is everything to me, Marmee. It's who I am. It's my future. It's my passion.
And that passion is still in you, Joe. Believe me, it's still there.
I'll never forgive her.
You're not wrong to feel anger, but if you build a wall between you and Amy, the one person you may end up hurting is yourself. And I couldn't bear that. Try to get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I won't. I will never fall asleep again. Not for decades, no, not even then. My life was in this story. How attach golden braids to her hair. How long has it been snowing?
Joe, come skating with me. The pond is still frozen enough. The ice is magnificent today. Joe, come.
Laurie, I'm finishing a story.
Finish it later. I want to win one race before the winter's over.
I'll give you a 2-minute head start.
2 minutes?
While I change and still lead you.
Go with them. Joe doesn't want me. Go anyway. She hasn't talked to me in 3 weeks. I drew a picture of her with her beautiful hair, and she just ignored it. Besides, my ice skates don't fit me anymore. Take mine. Can I really? Thank you, Beth. I hope one day I can be sweet like you. You are sweet.
That piano sounds terrible.
It needs a tuning, sir.
Where is my grandson, Laurie?
I'm sure he'll be home soon.
The boy's missed 6 lessons, fall behind in all his work. I have strictly forbidden him to associate with this family.
Why, sir?
Because a man needs an iron will to succeed in this world, and his family will only soften him. Ugh. Which one of the dreadful little March girls are you?
I'm dreadful Beth.
Oh yes, Laurie said everyone wants to play my priceless piano. It's out of the question. The piano belonged to my daughter, Laurie's mother. It's been locked since she's passed away. That is how it shall stay. Are you afraid of me?
A little.
Why?
It might have something to do with your face, sir. It's very hard.
I cannot help my hot face. Continue what you were playing. Come on now, I've been gone all day. Are you going to play or not?
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 sets. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine the while on crepe Susettes.
Well, go on.
We will build model boats off in Massachusetts, there in Massachusetts by the bay. Put them together and wait until the moon sets.
What's the matter now?
I don't remember the rest, sir.
While we wait, we'll polka for the folk along the parapets.
Off,
To Massachusetts,
yes, we're off.
to where the shops are sweet.
We will
Play minuets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Beacon Street. If you say come with me up to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will to that old piano. See if there's some music left in it.
Yes.
And when you see my grandson Laurie, tell him to see him at once.
Meg! What is it, Meg? Meg! It was Mr. Lawrence. He's inviting me to his house to play his piano. Meg! He's really not as horrible as we imagined.
Meg!
Joe, what happened? Amy!
She fell through the ice.
She was skating by the bridge. And suddenly the ice gave way.
She's
I got her
careless.
just in time.
She's rash.
She just wanted to be with you. Here, I was skating so beautifully.
You don't think. You know you're not supposed to skate on the ice by the bridge. Everyone knows the ice by the bridge is dangerous.
But you didn't want me skating near you. I love your stories, Joe. I tried to write one to make up for what I did, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I drew that picture of you with your beautiful hair.
And my big mouth.
And you just ignored it.
You skate recklessly. If it wasn't for Laurie, you could have been killed.
Maybe it would have been better if I had.
You must never talk like that. When the ice broke underneath you, all I could think about was I could have lost you.
Go on, Joe. Forgive her.
See her sweet smile. She's changed.
Everyone stop it. I was devastated when you heard my story. I didn't understand how you could do such a thing. Promise me. Promise me that you'll never think of me as an enemy. As a sister who loves you.
I promise, Joe. The March sisters forever. Forever.
Laurie, who saved Amy, and who made this day possible. I want to declare before everyone, before the world, that on this day of forgiveness and joy, that you, Theodore Lawrence III, who has gladly lost all contest to me, I declare you our brother, the brother we never had.
Miss March, you must be getting to the station.
Amy, darling, are you ready? Amy, Aunt March will be here soon.
You don't want to miss your train.
I know, I'll need a few more minutes. I'm still waiting for Joe. Tell me I'm doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing.
I've never left my girls before.
Your husband has pneumonia and needs you with him in Washington.
I feel like I'm being torn in two. One part of me here and the other hurts.
I'll look at all the girls every day.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
I'll just take us to the carriage.
Mommy, I'm sorry I'm so late. I didn't get the money bill.
Thank you, Joe. I know how difficult it is for you to ask Aunt March for money.
I didn't ask her. I couldn't. So I walked to the town common and stood there all morning trying to sell my story, and that failed. I sold my hair.
Oh my, you're bald!
I'm not bald.
But your hair was your best feature!
She looks beautiful. Now Marty will have enough money to get to Washington and stay with Father for as long as he needs her. Here's $17.25. I've thrown a few coins I'd stashed away.
Joe, you should not have done this. I'm so
Disappointed?
proud. It was a very courageous thing for you to do. I think you look beautiful. Thank you, Joe.
The carriage is ready, Miss March. Joe, you look different.
Miss March, we must begin. Station.
No glum faces and no tears. I'll be back as soon as possible. How did you all grow up so fast? Hello, Aunt March. Thank you for taking Amy.
Josephine, what have you done?
I sold my hair so that Marty could have a safe trip to Washington.
You did what? I told you if you need money, come to me.
I was hoping to earn my own money.
Well, cutting one's hair and selling it like a beggar is not an option for a lady. You look like a shorn sheep. Have you forgotten our contract?
Oh, I never forget. Traveling, seeing Europe, Paris, London.
You don't live to your part of the bargain. Why should I live up to mine?
I tried to live up to my part of the bargain. I went to a ball. Improved my manners. I read books on etiquette.
We read them together, Aunt March.
I practiced dancing with men.
You're not very good.
I held my tongue in several situations when I wanted to scream out. You've got a fire in me, Aunt March.
Well, we'll see where this fire takes you in life. See what doors this fire opens. See what society thinks of you.
How is society?
Josephine!
We do not live for society. We live for what's inside of us. We live to expand our lives, to fulfill our dreams, to engage in
That's enough,
changes.
Now you think you know everything and you know nothing. As for Europe, you can forget it. Europe is meant for someone with a little more understanding of its rewards.
March,
The
please.
subject is closed.
The subject is not closed. And if it is, I open it up again. I'll go to Europe. I will. I'll go to Europe even if I have to swim there. Hello, John.
I like your haircut, Joe.
And my hair will grow back.
And who is this man? He's Laurie's tutor and a friend. Well, tell your friend his visit should be brief. Amy, collect your things. I'll be waiting out in the carriage. I have plans for you.
Yes, ma'am. John, what have you done?
I've enlisted. I couldn't stand by any longer. Your own father's in an army hospital in Washington. And I have friends that will never return.
When do you leave?
Tonight. I Meg, Margaret, I'm not a rich man, and I'm not particularly handsome.
You're very handsome, John.
Really? You think so? I'm not the wisest man in the world.
You're very wise.
Thank you. Meg, Margaret, if you could find it in your heart, if you could love me as I love you, if only you'd care if we are apart, then I would be rich, I would be wise, I would be more than I am.
Wait for your return. Wait for your rapport.
If you will wait while I am gone, if you'll imagine me here with you, if only you care if I carry on, then I could be strong,
Why must you go?
I could be brave,
Don't be too brave.
I could be more
Only come home.
than I am. If you will say you love me enough to marry me, I will come home and love you for all of my life, and I will be more than I am. Say yes, make me more than I am.
I'll marry you tomorrow. I'll marry you today. Come home and I will love you for all of my life. I swear to you now with all my heart. I swear I will love you as you love me. From this moment on, though we'll be apart, I will be more.
I will be
More than I am.
with you.
I am more than I
Good right here. Twice a day. 5 times a day.
It's settled. What? We'll all go to Europe. Why shouldn't we? We're all young women on our own, taking care of ourselves. It's time to look ahead. We'll save our pennies. I'll get a real job. Joe! I've worked out the itinerary. We'll go to Spain first, Madrid, then to Rome. We'll visit the Vatican and have an audience with the Pope. Isn't that a wonderful idea? Joe, I'm engaged. John proposed and I accepted. Meg, that's so romantic. Engaged. Meg's engaged. Have a big wedding. Aunt March says they're very fashionable.
Amy, Aunt March is waiting for you. I'll come visit you later.
Bye, everyone. What about our promise to remain together? We made that a long time ago. I've changed, Joe. You've changed. I haven't changed. I'd never make a promise one day, then break it another. Where's everything there? I love him. So you love him. I'm talking about us. We're all alone now. We've only got each other. Our future as a family is at stake. Joe, you can't turn your back on us now. I'm not turning my back on you. I told you. I'm going to be a famous writer. I know. I'll give you everything you've ever dreamed of.
But Joe, if she loves him,
I do, with all of my heart and soul. I've lost Meg.
you haven't lost Meg.
I've lost my trip to Europe.
You'll find your way there someday, Joe. I know you will. You can do anything. You can make the clouds disappear.
But it's you who makes the clouds disappear.
Come, walk with me and tell me all about your adventures today.
Well, I sold my hair.
Yes.
And before that, I stood in the common all day trying to sell my stories. And when no one paid attention to me, I cried out, "Joe March is here!" And then I recited my story, Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic.
Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic, a creature of Gaul, a spinster rejected by the world, hungry for blood, rose from the dark. Joe March! Her eyes were beady red, her hair ghastly white. Joe, it's your best friend, Theodore Lawrence III! Her fingers flushed with rage as she went out to the wretched night.
Laurie? Columbus? I have not seen you in weeks.
It was impossible to have dreadful news.
Oh, what news?
The war ended. Grandfathers insisted I get on with my life. He's enrolled me in school.
What?
I'm going off to college just in time for the summer session.
But that's amazing news!
What's wonderful about it? Leaving the best friend I've ever had.
Can't imagine life in Concord without you. Not being able to see your silly grin every day.
I don't want to go.
But you've got to go. It's an incredible opportunity. College, I'd go in a minute. I'd study everything.
What do you need of schools? You're going to be a famous writer.
Famous?
I need to tell you something.
Tell me something.
Ever since the first day I saw you, do you remember that day?
Of course I do.
The day you chopped down grandfather's cherished tree. I knew then that you and I would be magnificent together.
We are magnificent together.
My sweet Joe. For weeks now, months even, this whole year actually, I've wanted to.
What was that?
A kiss?
I know it was a kiss.
It was my first kiss. I've thought of it a long time.
What's gotten into you?
Look here. I took part of my inheritance and I bought you this ring.
Ring, what are you talking about?
I want to marry you.
Mary, stop this, Laurie. It's not funny.
I practice saying the words over and over again. Marry me, marry
Have you
me.
gone mad?
I love you, Joe. And I want you to be my wife.
No. Find some accomplished girl.
I don't want an accomplished girl, I want you.
But you can't have me.
You say you'll think about
There's
this.
nothing to think about. I'll never marry.
I don't mean that.
I do mean it.
You'll marry me.
I won't.
You will. You'll just find someone else.
Go away. I thought you understood.
You knew all along how I felt. Everyone
You knew
knew.
all along who I was. What I want. I bare my soul to you, Laurie. Go away. Please just go. Was he marrying me? This ring is marrying me. The nerve to go. This is not what was meant to be. How could he ruin it all with those two words? I thought I knew him, but then he knew me. When did it change? What did I miss? A kiss when I got alone. That we were friends to find frontiers. How could I be so wrong? How many my sisters here? If I can share my dreams with what they for. I got a promise that we would never change and never part. I got together to amaze the world. How can I live my dreams or even start when everything has come apart? I thought home was all I'd ever want. My aunt, all I'd ever need. Now nothing feels the way it was before, and I don't know how to proceed. I only know I went for something more. I've got to know if I can be astonishing. must be somewhere I can be.